My number on the door. Hello everyone, it's Sharpton. Alright, please subscribe to my channel, tap that notification bell, and like this video. It does help me keep making videos, and I would appreciate it majorly. Okay, so everyone's kind of jumping on AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, because she was speaking at the National Action Network. I don't know where that's located. I couldn't see it in the article. I didn't look much. Oh, New York City. Well, there you go. Because she kind of takes on. I mean, I don't know if you would say it's like it's not a Southern accent, but maybe slightly African American sort of twang to some of the words she says. It's only in the very beginning of her speech. I actually listened to the whole 9 minutes or so where she does that, and then she just kind of doesn't do it anymore. And she, they're comparing it to, Hillary Clinton to this, which Hillary Clinton's was way more, pronounced and absurd, like extremely absurd. This thing here.
I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far from where I started from.
So, they're comparing it to that, and I'll play it for you right now. It's up here, and she responded. She just said that's the way I talk, basically, in the South Bronx. She probably has many African-American friends and colleagues, etc., and grew up around many African-American persons. So here's the clip. And again, I listened to the whole speech, and let me just play the clip first. Just a little bit of it.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming out here tonight. This morning, this afternoon, I don't even know. The fight's been long, y'all. All right, we're taking it down. Thank you all. Thank you, Reverends. Thank you all so much for coming together and gathering today, because this is what organizing looks like. Yeah. This is what building power looks like. This is what changing the country looks like. It's when we choose to show up and occupy the room and talk about the things that matter most, talking about our future. Reverend, you bring up a funny anecdote, and I'm proud to be a bartender. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with working retail, folding clothes for other people to buy. There is nothing wrong with preparing the food that your neighbors will eat. There is nothing wrong with driving the buses that take your family to work. There is nothing wrong with being a working person in the United States of America, and there is everything dignified about it. In fact, I'm encouraged when people remind the country.
Okay, so it's right in the beginning when she sort of it's the y'all and the taking it down, and ain't nothing wrong with that is what she says. So that's why it almost sounded a little Southern, and that's why I thought maybe it was down south. It's not. It's in New York City. And she tweeted back that in the rest of the speech, she gives a very good speech. The woman is for real. I mean, she has a huge political future, and she's going to I don't see anything knocking her down. And even though she says many things that I think are silly and that I don't agree with at all, I do admire the fact how she does not back down to huge, powerful money in Washington, which is what all Washington's about. And so I like that quite a bit, even though many of the things she's saying and suggesting are ridiculous a little bit. Like the Green New Deal is a little ridiculous. But even that, there's some genius. There's some like Trump-like genius to that, where basically that has consumed the news cycle for I don't know how many days into weeks. And she's at the head of it, at the point of it, and it's just exploding her exposure even more. Even though she just keeps growing and growing. So, but I just like the fact, her confident nature, where she doesn't back down to all these old money, powerful people that just want to keep things going the same way. It doesn't mean her way is good. And a lot of the things I'm just saying, I like the fierce courage. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty cool. Even though I know I'm going to catch flack for that, but whatever. That's what I believe. So she said, as much as the right wants to distort and deflect, I am from the Bronx. I act and talk like it, especially when I'm fired up and especially when I'm home. It's so hurtful. It's so hurtful to see how every aspect of my life is weaponized against me, yet somehow asserted as false at the same time, which actually she makes a pretty good point. But, and I believe it or not, even though, that's just her sort of using, I think African-American, phrases, knowingly knowing that that's not how she talks, but she would probably do that around other African-American friends, and it's just understood. I almost believe her explanation there. So, I'm really defending her quite a bit. But, yeah, that's pretty much the story there. I was watching the live stream of her. What she made, she does the live streams. They're amazing. No politicians do that where they go live. Live is not easy to do. I'm not doing live right now. Okay, I'm taping this, and if it sucks, I won't use it. But going live, there's no redoing it. You're out there in front, and that's you, and everyone's going to see it. And if you screw up and say something bad, you're going to pay for it. But she does it very willingly, and she's just totally authentic in doing it. And she was talking about her experience in Washington. I thought it was hilarious. She was basically saying everybody's a spy, and then she was even referring a little bit to it, that every aspect of her life is weaponized and scrutinized. But so whenever she even just goes out for coffee, everybody sitting around her as a staffer working for some other politician or some, political group, and they're all texting, there she is, she's doing this, there, and it's just like crazy. She was just saying it's totally insane, and I thought that was an interesting story, and I believe, her perspective on it. So that is the story there, man. That is the story there. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below. And I will see you in the next video. Later, man.